Can you read this sentence?
What is the largest city in America? What is the largest city in America?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
New York City is the largest city. New York City is the largest city.
Can you read this sentence?
Who lives in the White House? Who lives in the White House?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
The President lives in the White House. The President lives in the White House.
Can you read this sentence?
What are the colors of the American flag? What are the colors of the American flag?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
The American flag is red, white, and blue. The American flag is red, white, and blue.
Can you read this sentence?
Who is on the dollar bill? Who is on the dollar bill?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
President Washington is on the dollar bill. President Washington is on the dollar bill.
Can you read this sentence?
When is Thanksgiving? When is Thanksgiving?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Thanksgiving is in November. Thanksgiving is in November.
Can you read this sentence?
When is Columbus Day? When is Columbus Day?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Columbus Day is in October. Columbus Day is in October.
Can you read this sentence?
Who elects Congress? Who elects Congress?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
The people elect Congress. The people elect Congress.
Can you read this sentence?
When is Memorial Day? When is Memorial Day?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Memorial Day is in May. Memorial Day is in May.
Can you read this sentence?
When do we vote for president? When do we vote for president?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
We vote for the president in November. We vote for the president in November.
Can you read this sentence?
What do people want when they come to America? What do people want when they come to America?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
People want freedom of speech. People want freedom of speech.
Can you read this sentence?
Where do senators meet? Where do senators meet?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Senators meet in Congress. Senators meet in Congress.
Can you read this sentence?
Where does the president live? Where does the president live?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
The president lives in the White House. The president lives in the White House.
Can you read this sentence?
When is Labor Day? When is Labor Day?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Labor Day is in September. Labor Day is in September.
Can you read this sentence?
Who was George Washington? Who was George Washington?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Washington was the first president. Washington was the first president.
Can you read this sentence?
What state has the most people? What state has the most people?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
California has the most people. California has the most people.
Can you read this sentence?
Who was the second president? Who was the second president?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Adams was the second president. Adams was the second president.
Can you read this sentence?
What is the largest state? What is the largest state?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Alaska is the largest state. Alaska is the largest state.
Can you read this sentence?
Who can vote? Who can vote?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Citizens can vote. Citizens can vote.
Can you read this sentence?
Why do people come to America? Why do people come to America?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
People come to the United States to be free. People come to the United States to be free.
Can you read this sentence?
What do we have to pay to the government? What do we have to pay to the government?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
We pay taxes. We pay taxes.
Can you read this sentence?
What is the capital of the United States? What is the capital of the United States?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States. Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States.
Can you read this sentence?
Where is the White House? Where is the White House?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
The White House is in Washington, D.C. The White House is in Washington, D.C.
Can you read this sentence?
What was the first U.S. capital? What was the first U.S. capital?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
New York City was the first capital. New York City was the first capital.
Can you read this sentence?
What country is to the north of the United States? What country is to the north of the United States?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Canada is north of the United States. Canada is north of the United States.
Can you read this sentence?
Who lived here first? Who lived here first?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
American Indians lived here first. American Indians lived here first.
Can you read this sentence?
What is one right in the Bill of Rights? What is one right in the Bill of Rights?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Freedom of speech is one right. Freedom of speech is one right.
Can you read this sentence?
Who was the first president? Who was the first president?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Washington was the first president. Washington was the first president.
Can you read this sentence?
How many states does the United States have? How many states does the United States have?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
The United States has 50 states. The United States has 50 states.
Can you read this sentence?
What country is to the south of the United States? What country is to the south of the United States?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Mexico is south of the United States. Mexico is south of the United States.
Can you read this sentence?
Where does Congress meet? Where does Congress meet?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Congress meets in Washington, D.C. Congress meets in Washington, D.C.
Can you read this sentence?
Who is the father of our country? Who is the father of our country?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Washington is the father of our country. Washington is the father of our country.
Can you read this sentence?
What do people in America want? What do people in America want?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
People want to vote in America. People want to vote in America.
Can you read this sentence?
When is Independence Day? When is Independence Day?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Independence Day is in July. Independence Day is in July.
Can you read this sentence?
How many senators does Congress have? How many senators does Congress have?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Congress has 100 senators. Congress has 100 senators.
Can you read this sentence?
Who has the right to vote? Who has the right to vote?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Citizens have the right to vote. Citizens have the right to vote.
Can you read this sentence?
When is Flag Day? When is Flag Day?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Flag Day is in June. Flag Day is in June.
Can you read this sentence?
When is President's Day? When is President's Day?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
President's Day is in February. President's Day is in February.
Can you read this sentence?
What is one right that citizens have? What is one right that citizens have?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Citizens can vote. Citizens can vote.
Can you read this sentence?
Who was Abraham Lincoln? Who was Abraham Lincoln?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Lincoln was the president during the Civil War. Lincoln was the president during the Civil War.
Can you read this sentence?
What was the first U.S. state? What was the first U.S. state?
Please practice to write the following sentence.
Delaware was the first state. Delaware was the first state.